This is what we set out to do. We wanted to make lacrosse and celebrating the native origins of lacrosse, make it some sort of catalyst that brings kids together and that uplifts their lives and uplifts the community around them. I'm Alex Alvear. I am the founder of Ten Sticks Lacrosse, the premier youth and high school lacrosse program of the Flathead Indian Reservation in western Montana. Our specialty is to really showcase lacrosse as a Native American game to both Native and non-Native kids there on the reservation. In general, lacrosse is still very unfamiliar. It's something new. And so you're asking people and you're asking kids to step out and try something different.
This was a completely different process. It just took weeks upon weeks of just practice, hitting the wall over and over again. And it was definitely frustrating at the very beginning.
Honestly, I really wasn't into lacrosse. I was more into like baseball or like basketball at the time.
So one thing about lacrosse that's different from any other team sport out there is that it's deeply rooted in tradition and Native American origin. So built into the game itself, there's a lot about respect, about codes of honor, and that still survives in the game today. And our team in particular, our club in particular, we do our best to really, really foreground those values.
Come together as a team and then you get cheap shot or something like that and you don't retaliate and you show that this is a game that just should be held up high instead of rather than just should be just played. It's not just some game. It's a lot more than that.
Being a role model for the younger generation, they could look up to me and be like, this kid, he's got good grades, he's a good player, you know, I want to be like him when I grow older.
On the reservation, there are families that travel up to an hour both ways to get to practice. The equipment is expensive.
I was actually thinking about quitting and getting a job. And then my mom told me that I couldn't, since I bought my stuff and all of that, I couldn't quit. So
in 2012, we brought 2 Iroquois lacrosse players from the Six Nations to the Flathead Indian Reservation to share the native origins and roots of the game with the youth. For 2013, they have invited us to go there, to travel back to the motherland of lacrosse, to bring our kids to learn and to be able to play side by side with Iroquois lacrosse players. So for 2013, we want to send 4 of our players, a coach, and a cameraman to document this journey back to the Six Nations Iroquois Confederacy, so we can follow these kids and their experience of going to the motherland of lacrosse and a kind of pilgrimage to honor the game, to learn about the game from the people who gifted it to the world, and bring those stories back to the Flathead Indian Reservation and share that experience with the kids, with the community, with other lacrosse players, with anyone else who's involved with Native games or even interested in Native games and Native culture. The kids are slowly starting to get the picture of what it means to be a part of Ten Sticks, what it means to start something from the ground up and struggle for it.